Good afternoon, everyone. What an absolute honor it is to be here today and to introduce into the Legends Row Peter Gilgan. I'm going to start by quoting Peter, and so this quote says, "My dream has always been to create places where families can experience the best life has to offer by thoughtfully planning homes and communities that suit the way they really live." For over 4 decades, Peter has led Mattamy Homes, Canada's premier home building company, considered the largest private home builder in North America. And it all started right here in the GTA. The quote that I just gave you was delivered on the occasion of Mattamy's 100,000th home, and so summed up so much of what is extraordinary about the inductee into Mississauga's Legends Row that I have the privilege of introducing. The first home built by Mattamy was a single-family dwelling in Burlington, and the company proudly shares that the family who bought it lived there for 30 years. So fast forward to today, and across Mississauga, the GTA, the whole country, and North America, there are families living in homes that represent the quality of community that Peter and Mattamy build into every single project. So today we're inducting Peter and recognizing his commitment to communities that has made our community of Mississauga stronger. So I have to talk about Hazel as well. Hazel, who loved Mississauga as much or more than any of us, knew that communities needed to be designed for the people who lived in them. And this is something that she shared with all of us when she had a chance to talk to us in the masses or one-on-one. "Who are those people?" I remember her saying. "You have to know who the people in your community are. And in the case of Mississauga, what is our rich diversity, and how do we ensure they have what they need to succeed?" When I reflected back on Hazel's words of wisdom, it sounded a lot like Peter's quote and the fact that he builds communities to suit the way people really live. For Hazel, education and healthcare were fundamental to building a strong community. I also recall her saying this often: they must be what people have for a strong community. And we all know the storied tales of building the Credit Valley Hospital, first and foremost around her kitchen table. And she always was thinking about what the next generation of growth was for our community. So again, I reflect on that as I think about Peter's commitment through the Peter Gilgan Foundation to advancing the causes that support this very notion. It's quite simply remarkable. The Peter Gilgan Foundation's mission is to improve the lives of children and family by empowering initiatives that help the world transition to a more healthy, prosperous, and sustainable future. This mission is supported across our region, the country, and the entire world. Here in Mississauga, we have experienced this support for many years. So, Acting Mayor Chris Fonseca mentioned World Prematurity Day, which we celebrated with her and her boys yesterday at the Mississauga Hospital. Our NICU at the Mississauga Hospital was refurbished about a decade ago thanks to the generous donation from Peter and his foundation. And fast forward as we look to the last 5 years, where this incredible generosity has supported seniors' care through the Tour de Blue fundraising initiative, and then, of course, as has been mentioned, the historical investment of $105 million to establish the Gilgan Family Queensway Health Center and the new Peter Gilgan Mississauga Hospital. This transformational gift has truly enabled what we envision for the future. The Gilgan Family Queensway Health Center is a 9-story, 600,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility for complex continuing care and rehab services right here in our community. It will have over 350 beds, and we are going to break ground in the new year. Then we have the Peter Gilgan Mississauga Hospital. 22 stories, those are hospital stories, so equate those to condo tower, it would be about 33 stories. Almost 3 million square feet and almost 1,000 beds. It will be Canada's largest hospital. It will be home to the cardiac, neurosciences, critical care, and surgical expert care that our community needs and deserves. But it's so much more than that. And over time, we've had the opportunity to share with Peter our vision for this community in delivering cutting-edge, interconnected care that is a part of a system of care. 2 weeks ago, we opened a 632-bed seniors care facility at Wellbrook Place. We created a not-for-profit company called Partners Community Health, and that center will serve as a seniors hub, connected to our expert care delivered in the acute care system. And then we advance partnerships through academic, business, and the community to interconnect services using leading-edge digital services, virtual care, so that when you come in any door, you can be guided to the right place. As I think about the future that we've talked about, that has been enabled by this historic gift, I come back to Hazel again. She has been a part of every single one of our discussions about building the next generation of healthcare in Mississauga, but as we knew, always with a vision that we could show the world how a community is built. And that is what we are doing for healthcare here. It's not just about growth. It's about a better future for everyone. I have to share this with you today because, Peter, she talked about you a lot and your role in all of this. And as I wrote remarks and reflected, I knew that she would want me to share this. In fact, it was my last conversation with her, sitting again at her kitchen table, talking about the future of healthcare. And it was about 2 weeks before she died. She was sharing with me a lot, as she did at that time, and I know Fran and Peter are here and welcomed a lot of people through that kitchen table over her last weeks. But I remember this. She stopped mid-sentence in talking about the future of the hospital, and she simply said your name, Peter Gilgan. Now there's a builder. Silence. Peter. Look at that commitment to our Mississauga hospital. Oh, I'm so happy he's named it. That is exactly what we needed. Yes, it's your extreme generosity that I knew she was talking about, but I knew it was so much more than that. She saw you as a person of values, principles, a person who pushes the boundaries and innovates, who uses your influence to make the world a better place. All of the things she wanted for her great city to be associated with forever. Peter, today we recognize the iconic role that you play in our country as a business and civic leader and a philanthropist. And we bring that right to the heart of what you represent in achieving all of that. A community builder, above all else, who has and continues to make Mississauga better in so many important ways. It is my honor to thank you for what you are doing for healthcare in our city, in our country, and the world. Thank you for all that you do and you continue to do, and welcome to Legends Row.